I don't have an arts background.
Like 2 films due in like 5 weeks.
Every modules, every semester, different struggle.
Let me be the devil advocate.
We are unique, kind of way.
Yeah, eccentric in a way. It's like weird is not a bad word.
We'll take it as a compliment.
Yeah.
I usually just go and punch out everything.
I just got so pissed off at it that I made an essay all about that and I got an A. And I was so proud. Hello everyone and welcome to the first ever episode of Spectrum Podcast, a podcast led by final year DCI students. I am Munaz.
And I am Jiah, and we are the host for this week episode.
A Spectrum Podcast is fresh and growing, so let's talk about what we can expect in the upcoming episodes.
In each episodes, we will be speaking to individuals from the creative industries all over Brunei with different expertise, talents, and businesses to share their stories, successful, failures, struggles, and many more.
Our episodes will be monthly, so make sure that you turn on your post notification on our Instagram at UBD Spectrum to know who's speaking and tune in.
We are excited to announce and welcome our guest of the day. They are none other than the director and the co-director of Spectrum Lumen.
Hello.
Can you please introduce yourself?
My name is Nix. I'm the director for Spectrum 2023.
And I'm Mizzah, and I'm the co-director of Spectrum Lumen.
Yay! So how are you guys today?
Yeah, I'm fine.
We're
Good.
feeling okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's jump right in. So design and creative industry, it's a fairly new combined major offered by the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences in UBD. And we are currently the third batch of DCI students. And we have a lot of questions regarding what DCI actually is.
To start, what is this design and creative industries, the one that we say DCI, and how would you explain that to someone who is outside of the major?
Well, how I usually explain it to my families and like my aunts and uncles is I usually just say, oh, it's a combination of 3 different majors. One is art, business, and technology. That's how I do it.
Yeah, I think for me, I explained to my families like, are you guys doing painting? Not really, I said. It's like basically like a modern kind of art, which is like digital one. So, oh, that one. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, kind of bit like that.
Yeah.
So what's the DCI program actually like? Despite it being, you mentioned like it's 3 streams. So what modules is offered within the streams?
Well, for the art streams, they offer like a variety of different theoretical arts, like art history, there's postmodern art, there's branding as well. And as for business, very basic principle of business, there's accounting and
Business management. Yeah. Business management.
entrepreneurship as
Entrepreneurship.
well.
Yeah.
For technology, I remember TG, what was it?
Yeah,
what's
it's basically
TG?
for
It's computer aided engineering.
Yeah,
computer
computer
engineering. Yeah.
So you learn softwares like AutoCAD and a bunch of others.
Why do you choose the major design and creative industries?
So why I choose DCI? So I have an interest in graphic designing. So that's where the interest comes
Interesting.
from. So obviously the choice goes to DCI easily.
For me, I think it's for enhancing my skills. So I'm an artist myself. So since A level, I think in 2018, 19, I guess. So yeah, taking DCI major in UBD kind of bit like pathing my way to search like my career and my future kind of way. Yeah.
There are diverse specialty you can go after graduating with design and creative industries, like can specialize in graphic design, illustration, product design, and you can even have a mismatch of the combination of the specialties.
Yeah, it's basically like an opportunity to us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A creative opportunity. So yeah.
Yeah.
We asked our followers over on Instagram at UBD
Ooh.
Spectrum what their assumptions are of design and creative industry students are. So let's give this a shot and see what they think about us.
Ooh,
Let's
yeah.
hear
Yeah. So the first assumption, absolutely weird people, if you ask me. That's assumption given by one of our followers. What do you guys think?
I'd say, I mean, they're not wrong. We are, to a certain extent, weird. But I think it's our personality. There's a bunch of our classmates dressing up every day to school, looking very colorful.
Yeah. So basically, for me, it's we are unique kind of way. Yeah.
We are unique.
Yeah, eccentric in a way. You know, it's like weird is not a bad word. You know,
It's not a bad word.
It's not a bad word.
We'll take it as a compliment.
Yeah. The second, I believe this entry is from Dr. Lopez. He says, they are very smart.
We are.
I guess.
I'm sure we are smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess DCI students are pretty smart because you have to have some sort of capacity, intellectual capacity to be able to learn all three of these streams in one
Our
in one
capability
major,
on doing like multiple things, moving to art and then moving to business and moving to IT.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
multitasking kind of way.
Definitely.
Yeah. Another assumption is that how expensive is it to invest in materials for the whole semester? I'm pretty sure this is a question. Would you guys want to answer how expensive it is?
For me, I don't usually buy unless the module requires it. So, for example, like especially like there's printing as well that we have to do for each assignment. So I guess that's where most of our money go. But usually it's less than $30.
Yeah, for me it's like whereas when it's come to like art-based assignment, required us to buy canvas and stuff like paints. So for me it's like not really that kind of expensive, but between like below 100, I would say. Yeah.
Well, on that topic, Nix Lan. Ooh, this is directed towards you because you'd say that you're specializing in painting, is it?
Yeah.
Yes. Where do you usually get your materials if you want to help our juniors?
I get it from like a normal store like WW Mart, Semima and stuff. But the thing is though, the quality of the materials are not really that. It's good, but not that good. So I talked with Sir Osman. How can you counter the like about the price and then about the quality? So basically, I mentioned to him like I tend to make my own paints. I mix my pigments kind of way, and I also bought the cheap one and then like bought the expensive one, like mix it up. So basically, making my own consistency. Yeah.
I see. Interesting. So you have to be creative with that too, with your resources.
So moving on, as a DCI junior, there's too much work.
Oh.
That is something we can't deny. So definitely there is a lot of work. And I guess that's where your time management comes, right?
Yeah. If you really think about it, for me, to be a creative person is really heavy because you tend to do this, you tend to do that. Yeah, like for painting and stuff, like graphic design. Yeah. If you are an artist, the heavy stuff will not be really a thing because you'll get used to it. Yeah.
So I guess there's a lot of practice going into the assignments lah. Like if you practice it frequent enough, you'll be able to do it really quickly.
To be easy.
Very easy.
It's hard for the person who really like the beginner, like from nothing to something. Yeah. How should I say that? So DCI is for like a general students to like enhance their skills and stuff. But it's hard for the people who don't really have a art background to enter DCI. So it's a bit struggle in terms of the modules and stuff. So
And I think we're also one of the like majors that would have like 2 films due in like 5 weeks. Not gonna lie.
like in 1 week, there's like 3 to 4 assignments due.
Yeah, we have to juggle between mediums from painting to film to painting, then to graphic design again. Yeah, you know.
And then like somewhere between that, you have an essay for your business module. Yeah. So moving on, the next assumption is everyone had an arts background.
Oh, that's an interesting one. I don't have an arts background. I came from a science background since
Same.
O level.
Yeah.
So it's a quite like Nixon said, it's quite a challenging transition, but we just ran that extra mile to catch up with everyone
Yeah.
else.
True.
I think the courage of you guys wanted to learn about this, so that's makes you guys survive in this, until the fourth year of this year.
Yeah,
So,
again, it takes practice,
Yeah.
practice. Yeah.
Definitely.
I actually had an assumption that I personally had was when you take modules like graphic design, that kind of thing, I used to expect that we would go to, like a computer lab and have some
Yeah.
hands-on work.
yeah.
But truthfully, when like I took a graphic design work and suddenly, oh, you have nothing like that, it's all theory. And I was like, okay. I thought we would have had something like a little bit more hands-on every now and then. I wasn't expecting it to be every day, but yeah.
Yeah. I was actually surprised with that too. But recently we had for motion graphics, we do have a little bit of hands-on practice time after the lecture. So
Yeah.
Yeah, the tutorial.
yeah, the
Mm.
tutorial class. But that's the first for me.
Were there any other struggles that you faced as a DCI student, especially with our program?
The struggles. Let me count. Yeah. I think like every modules, every semester, different struggles. Catching up with the timelines, the due dates, getting to know new stuff. For me, graphic design is not my forte. Trying to learn like from this module specifically requires you like heavily in graphic design. For me, it's heavy. Yeah, changing this, and then like when it's come to going to business modules, like you have to change your mindset into business, not really DCI mindset. So yeah, the struggles. Yeah.
Adapting is very challenging sometimes for me.
Yeah, because it ties back into the assumptions earlier that
Yeah.
not everyone is from arts background. So at least everyone has an equal chance. Even though we're in science, we're falling behind. We didn't have a head start in the art, and then next line you have a head start in art, and then there's like business aspect of it, and then the
Yeah.
science aspect
Yeah.
of it. So yeah, everyone has a equal chance of fighting.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
progressing in no, not fighting. I mean like progressing in the major. Yeah. Next question. What are the things or characteristics we say that differentiate DCI to other majors? Do you think we have more work to do than other majors within our faculty, or is there something that you want to talk about that differentiates the other modules? I mean, yeah.
Going back to that combination of 3 different streams, we definitely do have a lot more work, a lot more catching up, and a lot more adapting. In comparison to our faculty, actually.
Yeah. So basically, for me, it's the module itself. It's really different with other modules. If it's say like history, art history, so yeah, only DCI offered that modules, and like mixed media, motion graphics. So yeah, within the module itself, it's different with others. So
And I think like another characteristic that differentiates is definitely in our 4th year, like the workload that we have.
Yeah.
It's very different. I've even had people assume that we only do spectrum as our final year project, but in truth,
Yeah,
we
dang.
still
I
have
wish.
other modules. Yeah, we definitely still need to catch up on our MCs to like graduate. So yeah, it's just not those two.
yeah,
Oh yeah, we also have a rigid list of the modules that we have to take. If we take the module outside of the list, it wouldn't count into our graduation, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
We can't take into faculty modules.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, it's sad because there are languages that I want to take, and then there's just modules I want to take. It's very interesting. There's a lot of things that I want to learn, but it's
Yeah.
sad.
yeah. I think I got this one story. So I took this one module, which is like the APB modules. It's heavy. Every day is a new assignment, and like every week, new new things to be learned. And then to catch up with due dates, with everything, and like in Malay, especially.
yeah.
So yeah, it's a bit heavy, and like at the end of the day, it's not counted in our modules.
Yeah. All that effort goes to nothing.
Yeah.
But experience.
Yeah, experience. There's so much to learn in this world.
How do you guys find juggling between your final year project and your other classes, other modules? Tough question, huh?
Tough
Yeah,
question
tough
indeed. I do have to. I take it to my Google Calendar actually. I just set aside for today. I'm gonna learn my final year project and spectrum work, and then the next day it'll be my other modules and so on. Just to keep me sane, I think I need to make my own schedule just to keep up with the overwhelming amount of work that we have.
Yeah. So basically for me, Spectrum is like everyday task for me. So
Yeah.
every time I counted with our DCI member. So next. So I have problem on this one. Oh yeah, okay. So right. Oh Miza, help me on this. Okay,
Right.
and it's like it's a small bit though, and I can still focus on my study. Yeah.
I think for me, it's the same thing where you kind of just time block a certain
Yeah.
time.
Mm.
Because there are things that are kind of, it happens every week. Let's say meetings between committees and your like classes. And there's always, assignments, especially in DCI. If the class is on Thursday, your assignment will be due on Thursday.
Yeah.
Usually it's something like that. It wouldn't be due at the end of the week. It will be due at the same day of the class. So I think like for me, knowing all of that, that's where you time block. Okay.
Yeah.
Like
Mm.
I need to finish
Thursday-
it before this.
Yeah.
Like Monday is for drawing class. So like, Monday is just for drawing, nothing else. That's it. Like Wednesday, okay, meetings. So okay, this is spectrum work today.
Yeah.
Let me be the devil advocate, but there's like most of the assignments it's due in the middle of the night.
Yeah. Oh, I
So,
got you.
yeah.
I got you on that.
So yeah, there's more. You can have more time for our assignments after the usual work time, like 5 at the end of the day. So, but
Taking
it's not
it-
healthy.
Yeah,
It's
taking
not
a nap
healthy.
between that. So like taking a nap and it's like it's 11 p.m. So rushing out every
Rushing.
day. Yeah.
So you start at 9
But at
and then you
9,
finish by 11.
Yeah, taking a quick nap. So
Like talking about that, so like does that mean that have you guys ever been so fed up about an assignment that even after like the lecturer finished grading them, especially the things that you hand in physically, like you won't you refuse to take it back?
yeah,
Yeah.
always. Always.
I mean, I can
do
count
have
it in my
those.
one hand. So yeah.
I had one. I don't know if you guys remember this, but I think it was Introduction to Design where we had to make like a 3D model of a house. Like you guys know that one?
Introduction to design. I
Introduction
think.
to design.
Design studies.
I think we're in the different batch of introduction to
Yeah.
design.
Okay.
Different
Yeah.
different lecture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine was by Sir Rahiman, but
Oh.
he asked us to make this like 3D model, and it was just such a big thing, and I didn't know what I was going to do with it anymore after that. And I think me and my team, like my group, worked on it until like 1 a.m. at one of my friend's house, and it was so far for me. I was like, oh no, okay, it's 1 a.m. Right, guys, sorry, I have to go back. And by the next morning, because we had to submit it by 12 p.m., I think, like in the middle of the day, and everyone was just outside of our studio, just with their 3D models. I'm like, I'm so done with this thing. I'm like, I didn't have enough sleep. I don't want to look at you anymore after.
Oh my god! Have you ever had that feeling that you don't want to look at this group member after the assignment done? Speaking of assignment, can you describe to us the assignments that you are very proud of, and what happened to it now?
My assignment's mostly just essay based that I'm very proud of because I usually struggle with that a lot. But I don't know what happened to it. I mean, I submitted it online, so it's probably up there in the
Yeah.
cloud.
Because some people, when they receive back, let's say they do this a particular assignment and maybe a painting, they love it so much that they frame it. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it's me though. So
Oh, yeah.
it's you. For me, not really I proud of it. The modules. It's what is what is the
Brunei
module?
Arts.
Bruneian arts.
Bruneian arts. So I tend to do painting. Yeah, I took that opportunity to publish my art. It's been a while though. I'm not painting. Yeah. So I produced this A3 piece of cultural painting, like a struggle for me, like to identify my cultural identity. So basically, yeah, as a mixed blood person, so I don't know which culture should I adapt more. So yeah, I produced a painting. So yeah, I took that opportunity to publish my art. So yeah,
Nice.
that module.
Do you have anything, Jiah?
Oh, for me, I at the top of my mind, I have it's entry for my exam. It's in it because nowadays we have like online exam, right? Because there's this, I think it's graphic design. I took it with two of you guys. Yeah, graphic design. One of the question is to analyze album art. Yeah, album art. So like I choose one of my favorite band. So I describe in here, which is it's a Holding Absence.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a very melodic rock the band. So I love that band. So I choose that album art to describe and analyze in my exam. So yeah,
Yeah, interesting.
yeah.
Yeah.
I also had one. It's also an essay. Basically, what we had to do is we had to make an essay all about a product that you can make better.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys had that one, but basically mine was all about this very, very famous, actually, shotgun mic. And if anyone from the team can like grab me the shotgun mic that was here that day, there was a Rode mic.
Which one?
Oh, no, it's
Oh,
not
it's
big.
in.
Never mind. But basically, it's a Rode Video Mic Go, I think it's called, where it only has like one access point, like where that holds it up, and it broke. And I was so mad at it. It happened to the one that's on the camera right now. I just got so pissed off at it that I made an essay all about that, and I got an A, and I was so proud of it. I was like, yeah, this thing was bad design. Like, why was this made like this?
Fueled by
So-
anger.
Yeah, I was so proud of that. But that was like back in first year. So it's my fourth year. What have I done?
Now we're talking about how you wind down as an artist, as a creative, because there's always creative stuff around us. So how do you guys wind down without being reminded of your assignments?
I go to boxing classes. Yeah.
Ooh.
So I usually just go and punch out everything.
I mean, that's what you do.
Yeah,
that's
what I
that's
do.
a healthy outlet.
Yeah,
You know?
but I have to go like every day just to
Oh,
just to
no.
compensate with the amount of work that we have for our final year.
Yeah, because in final year, I used to go to gym, but not anymore. No, I used to go to the gym to lift weight, but these days it's very hard because when I take time to go to the gym, I feel very guilty because I feel like I'm left behind on assignment on final year
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even taking time for yourself is very hard. now.
Yeah.
But you have to.
I know.
Your personal
I feel
time for
guilty.
yourself is like, I don't know. It's hard though to
Yeah.
having my time for myself is like, yeah. For me, my go out to from this creative world is basically plant habit. Yeah. So the interesting fact about me, so I collect plants. Yeah,
Oh,
plants,
ah.
Any kind of plants, exotic plants like cactus or even the living plants. So yeah, I got this greenhouse at my home. I tend to collect and buy sorts of plants just to make my life a bit interesting. I tend to cook, like starting a small catering company. Yeah,
What's your favorite thing to cook?
traditional food for me to preserve the skill and stuff. It's a must for us. Not everyone can cook traditional food nowadays, so I take that opportunity to gaining the profit and stuff.
Yeah. How about you, Munaz?
Actually, almost similar to like what Nixon was saying. The second thing, which was I like cooking. I like cooking and I like eating. So yeah, I do cook a lot. So whenever like after class and something like that, which if I get really stressed out, I'm just like, you know what?
Okay, let's cook.
Let's
Yeah.
cook. Why? Is because when you're like chopping up onions or like you're just like especially meats. Like when you're like cutting down meats, you get to like really
Shut up, you.
yeah, essentially something like that. It's kind of like a fun experience. Sometimes I like to do elaborate dishes. Sometimes it does take like hours, especially if it has to cook down or render down in the oven for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah. But yeah, that's mostly what I do apart from the very usual gaming. I just
Yeah.
use game sometimes. But yeah, that's all that I really do.
As for me, thank you for asking. One. For me, I do bread baking because over the course of the second wave, it's very long. I started the sourdough starter. Sourdough starter is like when you use the bread flour and water just to get the yeast, the bacteria inside to
develop.
to activate, because instead of using dry yeast yang you got from the store, resourceful lah, tapi at the same time it's not resourceful because you have to, in order to feed it you have to discard it. So it's very relaxing because you have this ball of dough and you're like playing with it,
It's creepy somehow.
creepy.
Yeah, for me like.
I think I've seen you make focaccia before.
Yeah, focaccia.
Yeah.
I made
Ooh.
sourdough bread.
You get to like do that.
Dimples.
Yeah,
Yo.
the dimples.
Yeah, I like that.
Don't Google this. Don't Google this. If you
Trypophobia.
if you know how the starter looks like, it has a lot of holes. So
Yeah.
if you're like
No,
if
I
you're
don't like
not
that.
into
I
like
don't like that.
trypophobia, no.
No. It's a no. Yeah. It's a no.
Well, next month is going to be exam season. So
Mm.
just a little bit. This is a short question. Do you guys have any examination preparation tips and like maybe any life hacks that you guys think that our audience would benefit from, especially from like as a DCI student? Like, is there anything different that you do when you're preparing for an exam?
Pray.
Yeah.
Pray
the first
hard.
thing, yeah, pray hard. Damn man, you get to pray hard.
Yeah, because there's a lot of like information.
Yeah. And then like the other thing though, for me, it's like if you pay close attention or focus in class, it's basically you don't have to revise anything.
Yeah.
It's basically the answer is based on your
Discussion.
your discussion, your own opinion and stuff. So yeah.
For the students of DCI, we only sometimes have exams, and a lot of the things we do are through coursework. So yeah.
I think honestly, our exams aren't even like
Exams.
arts.
Yeah.
Like not in. We do have exams, but like our exams are from like either the business modules or like from the technology modules. But like for arts in general, our modules tend to be just like coursework because most of them doesn't really make sense to have
written exams.
exams.
Kind of way. Yeah.
Like things macam
Motion graphics.
yeah, motion graphics. They have an exam. We're gonna be like, oh, so what is UX eye tracking or something like that? And I'm, okay, what is this? I think it would be like a bit.
It's a lot of applications.
Yeah.
Why don't we share a little sneak peek with our audience? What is to expect in the upcoming year? What do you know? What's in the upcoming year?
Ooh, yeah. Ooh. I think that what to expect now is like for next year, we try our best to provide
More interactive.
more interactive,
Experience.
more interactive experience with the vibe and stuff. So we gather all our friends, our mates and stuff to exhibit their stuff, to create the ambience, and to show the public like who we are, like who DCI. What is DCI all about? So stay tuned for next year. Yeah. For me, it's like it's hard for me to say about it now. There's a lot of things to like modify and stuff. So for me, it's like I promise you guys, next year will be we try our
Exciting.
best. Yeah.
We're
We
talking
try.
about Spectrum, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're in the.
So
So
we don't
this
want
is like-
to spoil anything,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's that.
Yeah, we're still in the early stages
Yeah.
of that.
But one word is interactive.
Interactive. Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Should we like show our audiences something? No, just like something somewhere here.
Some here.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
Here.
Not okay, not that much.
Okay. No.
All right. Like last but not least, have you ever get stressed out about anything that reminds you of school, especially during the semester break?
I don't think we had much of a semester break, honestly.
Yeah.
Not this year. I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not this year. I feel like I was doing spectrum work and a little bit of my
another
final year
committee work
project.
and stuff
Yeah.
during the semester break. Yeah, assignments. Yeah. What's life? Actually, yeah, I don't know.
But is there that like something that you look forward to in at least the coming future, like in December?
Travel.
Yeah, travel, right?
Yeah.
Because Brunei is more opening up for it to
Yeah,
borders.
Borders.
stuff. Crossing border and like I just finished my passport, so yeah, I just yeah, still looking forward to like where should I go? Yeah.
Not too far, yeah.
not too far. We still
Yeah.
need you.
Yeah, we still need you. Despite the holidays.
Okay. Then that concludes our first episode of the Spectrum Podcast, and we'll see you again in the next episode. Thank you.
Yeah.